Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm continuing with my Rihanna discography journey, and we have made it to her sixth studio album from 2011 called Talk That Talk. Now, prior to the release of Talk That Talk, there were actually plans to re-release Loud as a deluxe edition. I guess kind of like what they did with Good Girl Gone Bad Reloaded with new songs, but Rihanna herself tweeted, "I thought about a re-release, but Loud is its own body of work." So the plans to re-release Loud as a deluxe edition with bonus tracks was actually scrapped. Now in 2012, when talking about, I guess, what she was going through while recording this album and just her life in general, she was saying that she suffered from exhaustion. She said, "It was some rock star shit. This is the craziest schedule I've ever been on in my entire life. One morning I woke up and started crying so hard, I finally just got to my bed from the IV drip. It was just like, good, I can actually get to sleep tonight because we stayed up all night and I finished the album at 5 p.m. the day before." Now this was when Rihanna was the Energizer Bunny. She was just go, go, go nonstop for the last several years. She was releasing one album a year for several years in a row. She released Rated R in 2009, and in the following year, 2010, she released Loud, and in the following year, she released Talk That Talk in 2011, and then the following year after that, in 2012, she released Unapologetic. So she released 4 albums in 4 years. Now I am looking at the track list and there are 14 tracks. I'm listening to the deluxe edition of Talk That Talk, and I actually haven't listened to this album in quite a while. The last time I listened to this album was probably back in, I kid you not, 2011, 2012. So there are many songs on here. I actually don't remember what they sound like. The songs I remember for sure are tracks 3, We Found Love, Where Have You Been, and You the One. So tracks 1, 2, and 3. I vaguely remember some of the other ones, but overall, I don't remember what quite a few of these songs sound like. But anyway, let's get into it with track 1, You the One. That was track 1, You the One, and I do believe this was released as one of the singles from the album. Yeah, it was released as the second single. I remember hearing this song for the first time back in 2011. I think I heard it for the first time on the radio or something, and I remember not liking it, especially that chorus. And I was not a fan of this track. I will say though, it has grown on me over the years. I would listen to it again, but it's not by any means one of my favorite Rihanna singles. What I do like about the song though is the overall production, the reggae, and also the dubstep. I think the overall production of this track is, for me anyway, the highlight. It was taking me back to her first 2 albums, Music of the Sun and A Girl Like Me. You know how to love me hard, I won't lie, I'm falling hard. You the one I dream about all day. You the one I always think about always. You are the one, so I make sure I'll behave. My love is your love is my love. It is a cute song, the lyrics are cute, and yeah, I think it's a fun little track from Rihanna. Now, unfortunately, this song didn't perform the greatest on the charts compared to a lot of her other past singles she released from her past albums. Anyway, let's move on to track 2, Where Have You Been?
I've been everywhere, man, looking for for someone, looking for you, babe, searching for you, babe. Where have you been? Are you hiding from me? Yeah. Somewhere in the I've been everywhere, man, looking for someone, looking for you, babe, searching for you, baby. Somewhere in the I've been everywhere, man, looking for someone, searching for you, babe.
That was track 2, Where Have You Been? And oh my god, this is taking me back to, I don't know, it's just reminding me of when I was going to the clubs in 2011. This song played all the damn time. And it was just taking me back to those moments when I was dancing and drinking at the club, and just a lot of nostalgia moments for me when I listened to this track. There was this nightclub I went to with my coworkers all the time. It was a traditional EDM nightclub, but next to it was a country bar. And sometimes we would just leave the nightclub and just walk over to the country bar, and sometimes vice versa. That country bar was actually the first bar I ever went to in my entire life. So leave a comment down below. Tell me what was the first bar you ever went to and how old were you? You don't have to tell me the name of the actual establishment, but was it a nightclub, or was it, if you're gay, was it maybe a straight nightclub, or did you go to a gay bar for the first time as your first bar, or did you go to a country bar like me for the first time? What kind of bar was it? I remember loving this song when it first came out, obviously, because I am a big EDM guy. I love my electronic dance music, and I still love it to this day. I've been everywhere, man, looking for someone who could please me, love me all night long. I've been everywhere, man, looking for you, babe, searching for you, babe. Where have you been? We are 2 tracks into the album, and obviously, lyrically, this isn't the most innovative album in the world. It's not the most creative. The lyrics are pretty basic, I won't lie, but what does it for me is the overall production of these songs. They are quite fun to listen to. Now, Where Have You Been was selected as the 5th single from the album, and when it comes to the charts, this song did a lot better on the worldwide charts than You the One. Now, Calvin Harris was one of the producers on this track, and I think he was a producer on the overall album as well. The song's lyrics interpolate. I swear I've never heard of that word before, interpolate. I swear to God. Anyway, the song's lyrics interpolate Jeff Mack's 1959 song, I've Been Everywhere. Oh, I didn't know that. And speak of a woman who is searching for a partner who will sexually please her. It's kind of like when you lose your friends at the bar and you have no idea where they went. Where did they go? Did they go to the washroom? Are they on the dance floor? Are they outside? Are they at the bar? And you're kind of just stumbling around by yourself. And then you finally meet up with them again and you're like, where have you been? Where were you? So many fond memories. Anyway, let's move on to track 3, We Found Love, featuring Calvin Harris.
a shadow crosses mine. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless
That was track 3, We Found Love, and I guess it goes without saying that this is one of my favorite Rihanna songs of all time. Another song that is, for me, sickly nostalgic, and it's just a great time. I also love the lyrics of this track, yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as your shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive, it's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny, but I've gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. I also like this part here. Shine a light through an open door. Love and life, I will divide. Turn away, cause I need you more. Feel the heartbeat in my mind. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. This was the lead single from the album, and I remember it being a monster smash for Rihanna. I mean, look at the charts. It just keeps going on and on and on. It went #1 in so many countries around the world. The song's lyrics speak of a couple who found love in a hopeless place. Now, it looks like this is also one of the best-selling singles of all time, having sold more than 10.5 million copies worldwide. And it also surpassed Umbrella and became Rihanna's longest-running #1 single. When talking about the success of We Found Love, Calvin Harris said, "It changed absolutely everything. Career-wise, it was the best thing that could have ever happened." But when We Found Love came out, the radio started playing Feel So Close, one of his songs. Oh my god, Feel So Close. I haven't listened to that song in years. What I also like about this track is Rihanna's vocals. I think her vocals on this track are very pleasant and just really nice to listen to. There's something very euphoric about this track. It kind of just takes you away, and you start dancing mindlessly to the beat and the lyrics and the overall melody, and it kind of just takes you somewhere else. So it looks like overall this became one of Calvin Harris's biggest hits of all time. Not only one of Rihanna's biggest hits, but also one of Calvin Harris's, and it also became Rihanna's 11th #1 song. Anyway, let's move on to track 4, Talk That Talk, featuring Jay-Z.
Actress in my bedroom. I talk big homes, I sell out arenas, I call that getting dome. What's up?
That was track 4, Talk That Talk, featuring Jay-Z, and this is another song on the album that was always one of my favorites. I like the chorus. I think it's catchy as hell. I like the overall production, just like the other tracks I listened to, the more electronic sound, but also it's quite hip-hop, obviously, with Why Someone's Calling Me from the United States. Decline? Oh gosh, should I check it out? Okay. Hello? Okay. Bye. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I like the overall production, the more electronic and hip-hop sound to the track. I like Jay-Z too. And I think this is their second collaboration. Their first one was Umbrella. And now this is their second. And, oh, Run This Town. Yes, I forgot about that. Jay-Z and Rihanna also collaborated on Run This Town from 2009. I mean, obviously this is a sexual album. It's filled with love and hooking up. hooking up with this person and falling in love with this person, talking dirty, where have you been, you the one. Now, unfortunately, this song didn't do as well as Where Have You Been and We Found Love. It did chart in places around the world, but it didn't really achieve a lot, which is unfortunate because I do think this is a great Rihanna song from the album. So let's move on to track 5, Cockiness Love It. Oh my god. Ah.
My cockiness, lick my persuasion. I can be your dominatrix, just I'm into my every order. And do you the way that I do? I love it, I love it, I love it when you eat it. I love it, I love it, I love it when you eat it. I love it, I love it, I love it when you eat it. Dive in first if you wanna sing to my body, on my type. It's all about do what I can say. Keep it up, boy, you can do this all day. I love it, I love it, I love it when you eat it. I love it, I love it when you eat it. I love it when you eat it. I love it when you eat it.
That was track 5, Cockiness. Love it. Good God, the second it started, it was all coming back to me. There is no way you're supposed to take this song seriously. It's supposed to be stupid. It's supposed to be, I don't know if she's trying to be sexy on this track. I think she tries a bit too hard on this track. Suck my cockiness, lick my persuasion, eat my words, and swallow your pride down. Kind of sounds like a song a teenager would have written to try and sound badass and cool. I love it, I love it, I love it when you eat it. I love it when you eat it. I love it when you eat it. Homie, don't beat it like a bullet. Beat my drum like a drumline boogie. So I will say, it's a fun song to listen to if you're completely drunk. It really is. Has that aesthetic to it, but listening to it at 2 p.m. on a Thursday does absolutely nothing for me. This was selected as the 6th single from the album. I'm curious to know what other people thought of it. The lyrics of the song revolve around declaring the singer's desire for sex. Cockiness Love It received mixed reviews from critics. While some praised the song's memorability and composition, others criticized its overtly sexual lyrical content. I just feel like she was trying too hard with this song lyrically. I also think this track is quite hard on the ears. Which one takes the crown as one of Rihanna's worst songs? Raining Men from her prior album Loud, or this track, Cockiness Love It? I think if I had to choose, I would probably listen to this track over Raining Man. At least this one is somewhat memorable and catchy, and you can actually laugh at it and have fun, whereas Raining Man was just in a league of its own of awful. Anyway, let's move on to track 6, Birthday Cake. That was track 6 of Birthday Cake, and I won't lie, I always had a sweet spot, pun intended, for this song. It is criminally short. It's just over 1 minute. It just kind of abruptly ends. However, there is a remix of this song, as I'm sure you know, with Chris Brown, and it's much longer. Come and put your name on it, put your name on it. Bet you want to put your name on it. It's not even my birthday, but he want to lick the icing off. He want that cake, 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 cake. It's so enticing. I'm gonna make you my bitch. And then she ends the song by saying, I want to fuck you right now. Just get up on my booty or body, same thing. I'll do anything. I mean, this is a hot song. I definitely prefer this track over the prior track, Cockiness Love It. At least this one is bearable to listen to. But unfortunately, lyrically, this album is kind of just going into the crapper. I mean, the lyrics on this album are pretty bad. This was selected as the 4th single from the album. Now, the song did leak prior to the album's release. Oh, I remember that. And fans expressed interest in the track being included on the album. Due to a high level of fan interest, the song was included on the album as an interlude. The lyrics to Birthday Cake express the desire to have spontaneous sex. Music critics were divided on Birthday Cake, with the majority both praising and criticizing the song's sexual lyrical content. So leave a comment down below. Tell me if you prefer Cockiness Love It or Birthday Cake, or maybe you just hate both of them. I really wish this song wasn't as short as it is. It kind of just stops abruptly just when it's getting good. Anyway, let's move on to track 7, We All Want Love. Oh, I remember this song. That was track 7, We All Want Love, and I remember back in the day liking this song, and it's a nice little ballad from Rihanna. It has a nice message, but it's one of those songs where you listen to once and that's all you need, just to listen to this song once, and it doesn't really have a lot of replay value. It is a little boring. I like the chorus. I like the overall lyrics of the track. I like what it stands for, but it's not really a song you listen to over and over and over again. It's one of those songs you listen to and you're like, yeah, it's a nice song, but then you never listen to it again and you just move on. Some say love ain't worth the bug, but I'll give every dime I have left to have what I've only been dreaming about. Everybody wants something, better wants something. What are you living for? Everybody needs something, fighting for something, and I know what you're fighting for. I do like this part, because we all want someone there to hold. We just want somebody. We all want to be somebody's one and only. We all want to be warm when it's cold. No one wants to be left scared and lonely. We all want the same thing. It's just a very interesting transition. We go from tracks 5 and 6, Cockiness Love It and Birthday Cake, and then instantly we jump into a song like this, track 7, We All Want Love, which is quite different from the prior two. So it's a little jarring to go from songs like Birthday Cake and Cockiness Love It into a song like this. I really don't like the flow of this album, track to track. It's kind of all over the place and messy. I will say though, production-wise, this song did kind of remind me of her prior album, Loud. Anyway, let's move on to track 8, Drunk on Love. was track 8, Drunk on Love, and I'm quite indifferent towards this song. I thought the production was a little overbearing because I thought her vocals were nice on this track, but the production kind of overshadowed her vocals. I didn't really like the overall production on this track. I thought it was quite blah and generic, and this track didn't really do anything for me. I feel like I'm a hopeless romantic. I can't help falling in love. I fiend for love. I want it. I crave it. I just can't get enough. Take me away. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Always let love take the lead. Drunk on love. Nothing can sober me up. It's all that I need. So once again, the lyrics are nothing to write home about. I really don't like the lyrics on this album. Just like track 7, We All Want Love, it's one of those tracks you listen to once and you never listen to it again. So let's move on to track 9, Rock Me Out. That was track 9, Rock Me Out, and the first couple minutes, I was not feeling this track at all, but then towards the end, it did kind of grow on me. I like the chorus. I do think it's quite catchy. I do like it, I don't know, I like it a bit more than the last couple tracks I listened to. So I would listen to this track again. I think it's a decent song, but I really didn't like the production on this track. It kind of sounds like a leftover from her rated R era. I've been a bad girl, a daddy. Won't you come get me? So give it to me like I want it. This is for your eyes only. Rock me out, back and forth. Rock me out on the floor. Give it to me like I need it. You know how to make me feel it. Alrighty. She has been a bad girl and she wants daddy to give it to her like she wants it. Rock me out. It's gonna be different tonight. Ooh, the best time in your life. I just want you to know, baby, take a peek at the girl I hide. I'll let you in on a dirty secret. I just wanna be loved. I'm not crazy about the lyrics. What I do like about this song is the melody of the chorus. I do think it's quite catchy, but everything else is just blah. But let's move on to track 10, Watch and Learn.
Won't say a thing about the way you look me. Leave it up, and I drop it till you make it faces and I left you wanna tell me do it on the bed, on the floor.
Oh God, please stop. Please stop. That was track 10, Watch and Learn, and I wish I could go back in time 3 minutes in the past where I didn't have to listen to this song. Everything about it is atrocious. The overall production, her vocals, the lyrics, the melody. It's so stupid. I mean, what was she thinking? What was she thinking? It's not a good song, and I hated it. I hated everything about it. I don't even want to talk about it. La la la, just like this. No, no, don't be shy. Baby, all I need, all doing on me like you aim to please. Show me how much you mean it by the way that you please me, baby. On the bed, on the floor, on the couch, only 'cause your lips say make it to my mouth. Whatever. Watch and learn now, watch and learn now, watch and learn now. I don't know if she was trying to be sexy on this track, but it's not sexy. Anyway, let's move on to track 11, Farewell. Thank God. We still have 3 more tracks after that, never mind.
Wherever you're going, don't mind catching up. I'm on my way. And I know you're going somewhere to make a better life. And even though it kills me that you have to go, so farewell. I will write to tell you if you don't mind catching up. I'll spend the day. I know you're going somewhere to make a better life. If you ever hit the road, so farewell. Somebody's gonna wish that you were here, and I'm gonna try to hold it all in. I'm gonna try to be a big girl now. Farewell. Somebody's gonna wish that you were here.
That was track 11, Farewell, and I thought this was a decent song. It is a lot better than some of the other songs I listened to. And I like the chorus. I like the overall melody. I like her vocals on this track. I think it's a solid ballad. I don't like the overall production. I personally think this song deserved a lot better. I hope you find it on the first try, and even though it kills that you have to go, I know that'll be sadder if you never hit the road, so farewell. Somebody's gonna miss you, farewell. Somebody's gonna wish that you were here. So lyrically, this is one of the better songs on the album. It's just a shame because I don't think the production on this track did the song justice at all. Now we are entering the deluxe edition of Talk That Talk, tracks 12 through 14. Now these are songs for sure that I have never heard before, so let's get into it with track 12, Red Lipstick.
With lipstick all in the paper. Let me grab my dick while you sit on top. Do your right hair while the whole world's watching us. Listen, I don't know what you did, but you really got me feeling it now. Got me going crazy, about to let it go, just show me where you want me, baby. Can't fight the villain, can't fight the villain, yeah. You got my love too. With lipstick all in the paper. Let me grab my dick while you sit on top. While the whole world's watching us. You really got me feeling it now. About to let it go. I just can't fight the villain, can't fight the villain.
That was track 12, Red Lipstick, and I kind of enjoyed the overall production on this track, the more hip-hop, dubstep sound to it. That was probably the highlight. Everything else is just, I guess, meh. I don't know, it wasn't really grabbing me, and just like a lot of the other songs I listen to, this is a song where you listen to once and you kind of just forget about it. It's not even that fun to listen to be honest with you. It's not particularly catchy. It just sounds like a very generic sounding pop song of the time in 2011. Let me grab my tit while you sit on top. Do you right here while the whole world's watching. All up in my mental, gotta keep up in my physical. Don't know what you did, but you really got me feeling that feeling tonight. I also don't find the song particularly sexy, which I think was the goal, lyrically. About to let it blow, let it go, just show me where you want me, baby, can't fight the feeling, so on and so forth. But anyway, let's move on to track 13, Do Ya Thing. That was track 13, Do Ya Thing, and I thought this was a cute little pop song. I like the production, I like the synthesizers. It was kind of reminding me of Taylor Swift's 1989 album. I mean, lyrically, this is not a song that we would hear from Taylor Swift or on her 1989 album. Just the overall essence of the production, just the sound of it was kind of reminding me of that album. Middle of the day, give me what I want. It feels so special, feels so good, and he ain't going nowhere even if he could. I got that ow ow. Fuck what you think, babe. Promise we'll stay the same. Say that you'll stay right here for me. Do ya thing, do ya thing, do ya thing, do ya thing. So I thought this was a cute little song. I would maybe listen to it again. It's not a standout by any means, but I thought it was a cute little pop song. So we have made it to the end of the album, track 14, Fool in Love. That was track 14, A Fool in Love, and I thought this was a nice, decent song from Rihanna. It is a little, cliche lyrically. I guess I'm a fool in love. I'm willing to stay here and bask in the glory of his heart. I guess I'm a fool in love, but I'm willing to look so stupid till I've had enough. She's kind of sung about things like this before on some of her other albums. She falls for this man and she feels like a fool, but she's telling her mama and daddy, don't worry, don't judge me, I'm not trying to hurt you. Did I let you down, Papa? Are you ashamed of how your little girl turned out? You'll see a monster, I see a smile. You say it's danger, and I'm in denial. So they don't approve of this boy. Perhaps she's a fool in love. So, I don't know, we've heard things like this many times before in other pop songs, not just from Rihanna, but It's kind of a little cliche. I liked the electric guitar towards the end. I did like the overall production of the track. I thought that was a highlight, and I liked her vocals too. But overall, I don't think it's a memorable enough song to want to listen to again. So that was all 14 tracks of Talk That Talk by Rihanna, the deluxe edition, and I was quite disappointed in this album. At times, this album was kind of reminding me of A Girl Like Me, except this album, Talk That Talk, is the edgier and more explicit and sexier version. Some of the positives of this album are the catchiness of some of these tracks, the choruses. I also liked the production of a few of these songs. The more EDM sound, the dubstep, the hip hop. I also think her vocals were quite nice to listen to on a couple of these tracks, in particular on the ballads. But overall, for me anyway, I think this album is quite the mess, and I don't like the flow of the album from track to track. It's kind of all over the place. It is quite disjointed to listen to, and the overall production at times is quite headache inducing and a little jarring and generic and not particularly memorable. I also thought the songwriting on this album was quite atrocious. There are a couple songs that stand out lyrically, but overall, just a lot of repetition, a lot of stupid, immature, childish lyrics. You could tell that a lot of thought didn't go into this album, lyrically or production-wise. It was kind of just slapped together. I mean, that's what happens when you release one album a year over a 4-year period. I guess in Rihanna's case, it was quantity over quality. This is supposed to be a very sexy album. She sings about sexuality. She blatantly sings about sex and love, obviously. But it's almost done so in a childish way. So I think Rihanna failed in that department. It's fun to listen to. That's another highlight of the album. It's fun. You don't take this album too seriously. It's just a frivolous pop album. You're meant to just dance to it. Who cares about the lyrics? You're just dancing to it, having a good time. And that is what this album has going for it. The strongest songs are definitely on the first half, and the rest is just filler and not memorable. I personally think this is her worst album since A Girl Like Me. Now, I imagine there are some of you who probably quite like this album. It might be your favorite Rihanna album, and I apologize for not liking it as much, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, yeah, I like it. I don't do that. I don't do that on this channel. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I did not like this album. I didn't think it was very good. I just personally think she was trying too hard on this album when it came to the sexuality and the blatant sex talk. I think Loud is a much sexier album. What I also don't like about this album is the repetition of some of these lyrics in a lot of the songs. She kind of just repeats the same lyric over and over and over again, and yeah, it's catchy, but it's not very creative. It's almost like they ran out of things to say in the song. It's like they couldn't finish the song, so they're like, let's just repeat the same word over and over and over again. But there are some bangers on here, I won't lie. There are songs on here I quite enjoy, and We Found Love will always be one of my favorite Rihanna songs of all time. I liked Where Have You Been? I liked Talk That Talk. I even liked Birthday Cake. So those are probably the highlights, and I even kind of liked Rock Me Out, and Farewell was decent as well. So what did you guys think of the album, and what are your impressions of it? And in my next Rihanna video, we will move on to her 7th studio album, Unapologetic, from 2012. So thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram, you can message me, you can say, hey, how are you? And I'll see you next time. Take care.